Welcome to Go on Shaw TV. I'm your host, Doug Roxburgh, and we have a very special episode as the Strathcona Theatre, or Shadow Theatre, is celebrating 25 years of being here in Old Strathcona, something that's extremely important to this community. So we're going to be speaking with artistic director John Hudson, who's been around for all those 25 years, and he can tell us exactly what he liked and maybe disliked. We'll have to find out a little later on this episode. In the meantime, we find out how women are helping other women in the workplace. Well, I'm learning my lines here at the Shadow Theatres. They celebrate 25 years with a David Belkey classic. We're going to speak with artistic director John Hudson in just a little bit. You'll have to stick around for that. In the meantime, one thing I've always loved about theater is the wardrobe choices. You can be absolutely anything that you want to be, and you can look fabulous. Well, people who also look fabulous are those at Fabulous at 50. As we're in the downtown core itself is using the assistance of the library to help homeless as the weather turns colder. We check in with this month's Road to Hope preview. Joined with me at the Strathcona Theatre, Strathcona Theatre, with John Hudson, the artistic director who's been around here for 25 years. And 25 years is a long time.
It is.
How do you stick around for 25 years?
Well, you love what you do to begin with, right? So you have a passion for it, and you're working with great people, and the work is very creative and exciting, and that all helps keep you here. So.
And this 25 years is extremely important to this community of Old Strathcona, isn't it?
Well, we sure think so. I mean, we've been a fixture here for a long time, and creating some extraordinary art in this building and being a huge part of the community. This theater is a cultural center for not only the whole city, but the province as well. We bring artists from all over, and the theater you find here in the Strathcona, whether it's Shadow or Teatro or whoever's on the stage, is world class.
And you've seen some plays come and go. You've been around for pretty much all of them, but you've also put some spectacular design into this theater, haven't you?
Well, yeah, we worked 10 years to get this new building up. The old building was pretty much falling down around us. The space was so heavily used and is so heavily used. But we had 35,000 people coming through the doors every year. And so that old building just, it was built as a fire hall, so it wasn't built to take that kind of usage. So we knew we had to get out there and fundraise and find the money to build this new fantastic theater, which we did over 10 years, and then it was such a pleasure to open it on June 1st of this year. So.
And with your 25th celebration upcoming this year, you've seen some great plays over the history of this theater. Can you just reflect on some of the plays that maybe stand out in your mind?
Yeah, absolutely. We did an unbelievable production of Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf with our artistic associates Coralie Cairns and John Sproul, which is a real highlight for me. Beautiful play by Richard Greenberg, 3 Days of Rain. I just loved it. It was such a magical, wonderful piece of theater. The great Craig Wright, playwright, we did a play of his called Grace and a play called The Pavilion of his, both of which I love. And of course, David Belkey. David is our resident playwright here at Shadow Theatre. And so we've done some fantastic productions of his. I'm thinking specifically of A Dream Without Bottom, which I loved, and That Darn Plot, which is a very funny play and won the Samuel French Playwriting Award back when he wrote it about 15 years ago. And of course, The Red King's Dream, which we did originally in '99, but we're remounting as a production back in this space for our 25th anniversary.
And you get to see that play, of course, in the nice intimate theater of the Shadow Theatre here at the Strathcona Theatre in Old Strathcona. The holidays are upcoming. They're still a couple of months away, right?
That's right.
There, Dave? Well, Bianca Jade joins us here on Go as she reminds us that we have to be responsible during the holiday season. It's important to drink wise during the holiday season. We know it's still a couple of months away, but we still want you to be safe from everyone here at Shaw TV. Join with me is Coralie, the general manager here at the theater. And of course, you've been here for 20 some odd years, right?
That's right, yes.
And you've seen the transformations here at the Shadow Theater?
Oh, yes, very much so. When we first started, we were just a little co-op and putting on shows for nothing and just cobbling things together and beg, borrowing, stealing equipment, props, costumes, and now we have a 4-season year of productions.
Did you expect this theater to be around for 25 years when it first started?
No, and actually it's funny with this, because David Belkey's play originally, I was in the original one, and we did it at the Fringe. And actually a lot of us came from the Fringe with Shadow Theatre. That's where we all originated. Sean Johnson and John Hudson, who started Shadow Theatre, started doing fringe plays, but we had no idea. I mean, we just thought we were going to be a little co-op, and kind of do our thing, and we just kept growing and growing and growing. So yeah, it's been very exciting.
And it's been exciting for the Old Strathcona community at the exact same time. I'm sure people feel a rush when they come see these plays.
Oh, very much so, and also this new building, what we lived with, and we didn't realize it until we moved into this new building. The bathrooms didn't work. In our office, there was a huge crack in the wall, and when it was 30 below, you had to have about 5 heaters going to stay warm. I remember one year in the old theater, when we were doing a show, you could see our breath, and the audience would bring sleeping bags to keep themselves warm. That's how devoted they were and so loyal, and they still are loyal. So to have a facility like this now we're just in awe and very excited.
And you should be. And like I said, people feel the rush when they come here. Another person that feels the rush is Liang Langlois. She goes to the Utah Salt Flats and does something pretty phenomenal for not only herself, but for women worldwide. Well, that's definitely how you feel the rush. I know if I ever feel the need for speed, I'm calling Leanne Langlois. On the way, Nathan Gross shows us you can create something so magical with just your imagination. Matthew Hulshoff, the lead actor from the David Belkey Classic, will be joining us in just a little bit. You have to stick around. I know I keep teasing it, but you do have to stick around because on the way, we have someone who tunes out the world to create something magical. If only I could be as creative as Nathan Gross. He puts out some magical pieces of woodworking. But join with me as another creative actor in Matthew Hulshoff, who's the lead for the David Belkey Classic here at the Shadow Theatre. Isn't that right?
Yes, that is correct. The Red King's Dream here at the Varscona. Yeah.
Are you ready for it?
Well, we just started a couple days ago. I will be ready, I promise, all our audiences. Yeah, we're just in rehearsal right now, learning my lines.
And your base is in Edmonton.
Yeah.
And as you know, this place has been around for about 25 years. They're celebrating their 25th anniversary.
Yes.
What does it mean to perform in a community like this off of White Ave?
Oh, I love it. The advantage is it's close to my home. But the real reason I love performing at the Varscona especially, it means a lot to me. This is kind of the theater I got my professional start in. So any chance I get to perform on this stage means a lot because this is my family. It really is, yeah.
And you just spoke about how you got your professional start here at the Varscona. How did you get your start?
The first show I ever did here was back in 2011, in the old Varscona, pre-renovation. I was in a production of Mrs. Lindemann Proposes with Teatro La Quindicina, which is the other company that operates alongside Shadow Theatre here at the Varscona. Yeah.
And you've been hooked ever since.
I've been hooked, yes. I've been very lucky. I've been given many opportunities to perform on the old Varscona stage and even this current new Varscona stage. So any chance they give me to be here.
If anyone wanted to act here at the Varscona, what kind of tips do you have to give them?
You have to be very funny in rehearsal. You have to be impeccably stylish. You have to be very nice and willing to work very hard. Yes.
And you have to anticipate the crowd here. What's the crowd like here at the Varscona?
The Varscona crowd is one of the best. People have been coming here since before I was born, and they are one of the most committed audiences. They're so passionate about theater. They love the actors here. They treat us like celebs in a little fun way, and they're just so kind and so generous and so willing to have fun with us.
That's awesome that you get to have fun here at the Varscona, Matthew.
Yes.
Another person that gets to have fun at her workplace is over at the Edmonton International Airport, where our Access producer, Kendra Sincade, has a special report for us.
Good luck, Kendra.
Of course, we've been talking all episode about the Shadow Theater celebrating 25 years, and it's something you have to check out in your community. Well, there's other things happening in your community, so let's check in with the on-the-go calendar. Okay, you ready?
Okay, you ready?
Okay.
Now we're going to start back here.
Okay.
You're going to start here, and you're going to come rushing down the stage to here, and you're going to let those lines rip as big as you can go.
I will do my best.
Okay.
This has been a terrific episode of Go On Shot TV. I'm Doug Roxburgh, and yes, I am testing my skills here at the Varscona Theater thanks to John Hudson, the artistic director. So let's see how I do. The world is turned upside down. I've stepped through the looking glass, and all previous frames of reference are meaningless. I'm fate's pawn, fair is the soul, and foul is fair. Bring in the folly. Stephen Turler is in love. Is that... You're watching Go. I think I need work.